Hey everybody, Joe Rawlinson, Dad's Guide to Twins.com. Welcome to another episode of Twin Tip Tuesday. I'm glad to have you with me today. For this episode of Twin Tip Tuesday, I've got a few questions from watchers and viewers and listeners like yourselves that I wanted to answer today. The first question comes to us from a mom who's a little bit frazzled with her twins. Let's talk about what we can do for her. So Marissa writes, how do you discipline and calm down your twins? Their twins are 2, and they're insane. So, Marissa, first of all, know that this is not uncommon. This is typical of twins that are 2. They call them terrible 2s for a reason. In fact, those terrible 2s may stretch into terrible 3s, depending on your situation. So, first of all, don't lose heart that, yes, you can get through this discipline challenge and in correcting the behavior of your twins. So, the first thing to consider is, do you have any kind of routine with your twins, a pattern of things that they can expect to see on a daily basis that will help structure their day, and so they have something to look forward to and they know what the next steps are. For example, if you're having trouble with bedtime with your twins, and if every bedtime every night is different, the time is different, the routine is different, the pattern is different, then your twins are never going to know what to expect, and they're not going to know that it's time to calm down for bed. So you want to have a predictable routine at bedtime if bedtime is indeed the trouble. For example, every night they're going to take a bath. After the bath, they're going to get in their pajamas. After they get in their pajamas, they're going to brush their teeth. After they brush their teeth, they're going to cuddle up with you on the couch and read a story. After then, you're going to have go and tuck them into bed, give them a goodnight kiss, turn out the light, and you leave the room. If they see that pattern every single night, they're going to know that that's what to expect, and they're going to start to fall into a healthy routine that will help eliminate some of those discipline challenges that you're having. Another thing to consider when you're having discipline challenges with your twins, regardless of age, is how are you reinforcing the behavior that you're seeing? So for example, if every time your twins are doing something bad, you are overreacting, let's say as a parent, which we tend to do, then they're going to see that attention and they're going to seek out more of that attention by doing more bad things. However, if you focus some of your energy and your time and your attention on positive reinforcement of the things that are going well, then that'll help encourage that behavior that you want to see. Now with twins, we have an advantage because there's 2 of them, right? So one twin may be doing something crazy bad, and the other twin may be doing something bad, but not quite as bad, right? So there's always going to be some difference in behavior between your 2 twins. And that makes it easy for you to identify something that's going well, something that they're doing right, that you can praise positively to encourage more of that behavior with your twins. Now, Marissa, as your twins start to adjust to this new pattern of your parenting, it will take some time for them to get used to your new style. So if perhaps in the past you were reacting with overreacting, maybe yelling or screaming or more intense reaction to bad behavior, and if you start instead focusing positive behavior on your twins, they're going to recognize that and start to seek out that positive praise. So stick to it. By positively reinforcing what you want to see, you're going to see the behavior that you're expecting with your twins, and you will get them back on track, discipline-wise. So good luck, Marissa, and don't give up. Don't revert back to what you're doing before. If that wasn't working, stick to it until you start to see a difference in your twins. Now, the next question comes to us from a dad. He writes about car seats. I'm seeing that some folks have fit 3 across in the middle row of their car. Do you have any tips for safety for fitting all 3 twins? All 3 seats in the middle row. So maybe 2 twins and a sibling. Maybe it's a toddler after and the twins are born after that. So what can you do to fit all 3 seats in the middle row? So this is, it comes down to measurements. Now, of course, every car is different. Now, one thing you have to consider when you are planning for 3 across a single row in your vehicle is, will all those seats fit together? Now, you have to measure, and you have to measure how wide each car seat is and how wide the back seat is. Now, remember when you're doing your measurements to have the doors shut, because the doors have, the handlebar with the controls for the windows or the locks, and that may ooch in a little bit into the cabin of the vehicle. And so if you're not measuring, from door to door inside the cabin, you're going to misjudge how much space you actually have for your car seats. So yes, you can have 3 car seats in a row if you can properly secure them to the seats. So most cars these days have latches, where you latch the car seat securely. So if you can latch all 3 car seats or use the seat belts through those car seat brackets to get them mounted properly, then it should be safe for your babies and a sibling 3 across in a single row. Now, you may have to experiment if you're going to go, twin sibling, or sibling twin, or a sibling in the middle and the twins on the sides, to see what's going to fit best and be most comfortable based on how old the sibling is and if they have a booster seat or or what kind of seating arrangement they have as well. Now, one thing that we have found, twin parents have found that works well, are these seats called the Diono Radian seats. Now here's a picture of them where you can fit 3 of them in a row. They're pretty narrow. They're narrow enough to fit your child and still be secure and safe for them. So you may want to consider looking into these types of seats, the Diono Radians, if you want to fit 3 across in the back seat of your car. But even if you don't have these, or you're not able to find them, you should be able to fit 3 across if you plan carefully. If you've already bought the twins seats, they're infant carriers, then maybe you just need to buy a new seat for the sibling that would fit in the space that's left for them. So by all means, you can definitely do 3 in a row on the back seat of your vehicle, no problem for your twins and the sibling. So thank you, Wyatt, for the question as you fill up the back seat with your family. Congratulations to you. So if you have a question that you'd like to have answered on an upcoming episode of Twin Tip Tuesday, go ahead and leave it in the comments of this video, and I'll get to it on next week or the week after that, Twin Tip Tuesday. If you have more questions about preparing for, having, and raising twins, I recommend that you pick up my books. I've got Dad's Guide to Twins, How to Survive the Twin Pregnancy and Prepare for Your Twins' Arrival, and Dad's Guide to Raising Twins, How to Thrive as a Father of Twins. So if you are expecting twins, you should probably pick up both of these books, because this book will get you through the pregnancy and get you ready for twins, and the Raising Twins book will take off from there. If your twins are already here, maybe you just need to pick this book up. It takes you from infants, the first year, toddlers, and beyond, and the challenges that you'll face and how to overcome them. You can learn more about these books at dadsguidetotwins.com/books. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.